I see there's fewer
Uh,
things going on there.
Everyone, it is 10:04 on April 19th. My name is John Martin, Chairman of the County Development Committee, and I now call that meeting to order. Madam Clerk, would you please call the roll?
Brown,
Brown is here.
Berman's here.
Ford,
Present.
Iqbal,
Iqbal present.
Kenyon,
And in here.
Winnicki,
Present.
Braz,
That's here.
Caius,
Guy is present.
Pirog, Shepro, Martin.
And I'm present.
You have a quorum.
Thank you. The minutes for March 15th, we're going to defer for 30 days. And the financial report is part of your packet. Do we have any public comment? We have none recorded. Anyone present who wants to speak? Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Nico Maneris. Okay, we're gonna. Deanne?
Mr. Martin, he is on for item C under subdivision, so he may wish to speak at that time.
Okay, I was gonna offer that presumption too. I think that we'll just defer. Okay, may we please, Mr. Van Kerkhoff, have the building and zoning report?
Good morning, Mark Van Kerkhoff, Director of Development and Community Services. This may be the shortest part of the Development Committee agenda in my career. We just have staff reports this morning. We don't have any zoning petitions. So for a building and zoning report, we are seeing increase in activity in building permits, which is good. We do hear rumblings about the issues with the supply chain and getting materials in a timely manner, particularly windows, those kind of things. If you've been in the Mill Creek Village Center lately, you'll see the newest building there is framed up, and we'll be busy now with doing inspections to keep that project moving along in the Village Center. We are, of course, involved in enforcement activities as well. Our code enforcement building inspector staff person is doing a wonderful job for us and keeping on top of the increase in calls that we get because of the weather. And unless there's any questions, we can move on to, well, we don't have any zoning petitions. But I'll just ask if you have any questions.
I'm just hoping that it wasn't your chairman's performance at the last board meeting that made you not submit any zoning petitions this time.
No, we just had a little bit of a pause. We've got more coming down the pike,
Okay.
so
All right,
just a little blip.
and may we have the planning and special projects report.
Okay, and that is in your packet. Those are the activities of our planning team. We report to this committee, but most of these activities get reported to other committees. So just ask you to put that on file, but happy to answer any questions.
Are there any questions or comments? Hearing none, we will now move to subdivisions. Would you please proceed, ma'am?
First on the agenda for you to review this morning is Fuente's Ponds addition. There you go. This is a minor subdivision. It's 2 lots. It's located on the easterly edge of South Elgin. Here you can see we're off of Gilbert Street and Route 25. I'd call your attention to the various creeks and rivers that are running through this area as this becomes important as we move through this particular project. The parcel itself, you can identify the ponds that are on the site. There is one existing single-family residence. It's the desire of the owner to subdivide this parcel and created an additional parcel for his son to construct his own residence. This is the overall subdivision plat, and zooming in a little closer, you can see how all this area shaded in red is going to be dedicated for drainage, detention, and conservation. The existing single-family residence will be located on Lot 1 up here. The remainder of Lot 2 will house the new and proposed residence. Kane County staff finds that this is in compliance with all of our ordinances. All fees have been paid with the exception of land cash, which will be due at the time of the plat officer signing it. In the audience this afternoon or this morning is Miss Kathy Hurlbut, who is the representative for the owner, should you have questions.
Do we have any questions?
I have one question. Just the lot that is the 1.04 acres, is that the existing home? And that area would accommodate the septic and future expansion? Or- just normally we do 1.5 acres as a minimum, so I'm just curious about that.
Yeah, on the subdivision plat, the septic is located right here.
It
So it will be
looks-
contained within its own lot.
It looks like there's room for expansion there, so that should be fine. Thanks.
May we have a motion, please?
Raz moves.
Mr. Fraz moves, Mr. Kenyon seconds. Do we have further questions or comments? Mr. Caius?
Just so I can locate so the lot, it says lot, that's lot going to be lot number 2 on the lower left there, southwest.
Oops.
Lot 1's up there.
Correct. Lot 1 would be this area,
Mhm.
and the remainder of the parcel is considered Lot 2. Now, within Lot 2, all of this area of red will be dedicated for conservation.
And the house will go where?
The house, well, anywhere within this area here.
Okay. So, yeah. And just for my own, I drive by it every day, but I'm usually trying to dodge cars right through there because that's a lot of swerving just south there on 25. But what's in that southeast corner there with the trails and things? I should know what that is when you go back to be off to the south, not in this part, but south of the plot. I don't have any, just a orientation question. Not in, down, see the trail in the lower left, lower right?
Those are actually trails that are over off of Route 25
Yeah.
that encroach in this area.
So when
Not
you say,
formalized.
dedicated for, what is that, open space? Would that be private open space, I assume? They're remaining?
The conservation easement will be maintained and owned by the owner.
By the owner.
Not to be developed on, I assume.
Correct, correct,
Because it's important to that watershed.
correct.
Anything else? Please call the roll.
Berman,
Berman, yes.
Brown,
Brown, yes.
Ford, Iqbal,
Iqbal, yes.
Kenyon,
Yes.
Wonicky,
Yes.
Froz,
Raz, yes.
Caius,
Caius, yes.
Martin.
Martin, yes.
Yes.
Motion carries. Heritage West.
We're back down in the south end of the county at this point in time. This is over off of Orchard and Randall Road. There's a subdivision down there, Heritage West, Unit 1 and Unit 2. There's a single-family residence that's in the development there. And this particular owner wishes to construct a garage on his parcel, but looking at the recorded subdivision plat, he noted that his side yard setback over here is 70 feet. And he wishes to put his new garage in this area. So he's asking for relief from that side yard setback to be reduced down to 30 feet instead of the current platted 70 feet. You can see it here on the subdivision plat. The 30 feet, or I'm sorry, the 70 feet, existing 70-foot building line. Across the street, it's a 100-foot building line. It's unclear why the side yard setbacks were so large, other than to try and restrict any building within a small envelope on these larger estate lots. The amendment will not increase any density or reduce any open space. It's agreed to by all the neighbors and the adjoint and jurisdictional entities, and this has the support of staff.
May we have a motion, please?
Wonecki moves.
Barbara
second.
Moves, Mr. Fry seconds. Do we have comments or questions?
This is in my district, and even if the property to the north is developed, they're still going to have really big side yards. So I would completely support it.
Anything else?
That's my district.
That little section's mine.
You two can resolve your feud after the meeting.
After December, it'll be yours.
Anything else? Hearing none, clerk, please call the roll.
Berman,
Berman, yes.
Brown,
Brown, yes.
Ford,
Ford, yes.
Iqbal,
Iqbal, yes.
Kenyon,
Yes.
Wonecki,
Yes.
Braz,
Raj, yes.
Caius,
Caius, yes.
Martin.
Yes,
Yes.
motion carries. Deer Pond Woods.
Pond Woods, this has become a familiar stopping point for us the last several weeks or months here. We're at lots 24, 25, and 26 in this particular instance. The parcels are over here off of Randall and just south of Red Gate Road in Deer Pond Woods subdivision. This is the aerial of the site. It's 24, 25, and 26. In general, there's an owner of lot 24, there's an owner of lot 26, and they wish to split lot 25 and each acquire half of that parcel, thereby decreasing density for the overall site plan. In order to accomplish this, they need to vacate easements along those existing lot lines, and they will rededicate new utility and drainage easements along the new lot line. When they're completed, the lot will be split in half approximately per this diagram, in which the shaded part here will go to the lot 24 and the open area here will be part of lot 26. This amendment has the support of staff. The neighbors have been advised and I received no comments. Mr. Mike Marnaris, the attorney for the owners, is on the phone if you have any questions of him.
Let's entertain a motion here first.
Caius move.
Mr. Caius moves, Mr. Ford seconds. Do we have comments or questions?
Just a quick question.
Vicky?
So the pond, the one pond will be sort of split in half between the two parcels?
Each parcel will
Portions.
have
It'll
the
have a
new line will come somewhere down the middle of this here.
Oh,
So
okay.
each of the owners will have their own individual pond, and those easements that house those ponds, those will remain in place,
Okay.
as well as conservation easements that are along the back line.
Any other questions or comments? Mr. Marnaris, I'm going to assume you were just here to answer questions unless you want to speak now.
No, that's correct. Just here for questions.
Thank you. No further comments. Clerk, please call the roll.
Berman,
Berman, yes.
Brown,
Brown, yes.
Ford,
Ford, yes.
Iqbal,
Iqbal, yes.
Kenyon,
Yes.
Wonecki,
Yes.
Braz,
Raj, yes.
Caius,
Caius, yes.
Martin.
Martin, yes.
Carries.
Motion carries. Mill Creek.
Back up in Mill Creek this afternoon, we're looking at pool adjustments. As you'll recall, this is a PUD in which the pool setbacks are 20 feet for the rear yard, and the decking around the pool has a setback of 10 feet. We're over here in neighborhood J, lot 16. Here's a little bit of a closer aerial of the parcel. You can see that it backs up to the golf course. This is actually the plan for the proposed pool. This is the overall site. Here's the front of the residence and the pool, obviously in the backyard. A little blow up on the side over here indicates that the pool will be, they are requesting that be reduced to 10 feet from the rear yard and the decking be decreased to 5 feet so that they can accommodate their pool. Technical staff finds this is in compliance. All note all jurisdictions and neighbors have been notified. We had no comments. And we ask for approval from the board.
May we please have a motion?
Fraz
Mr.
moves.
Fraz moves. A second, please. Mr.
Kenyon
Kenyon seconds. Comments or questions? Mr. Fraz?
Yeah, since this backs up to open space and there's no rear neighbor, this really doesn't have, and the neighbors have all been notified and didn't express any concerns, I would support it.
Thank you. Anything else? Mr. Caius?
Yeah, on the slide that says minor adjustments, that's the orientation's 90 degrees different, right? Is that why?
Correct, correct.
Tough time forgetting. So it's then to the east of the house. Yeah, they can collect more golf balls that way, I think, probably in the backyard.
Anything else?
Is that a safety issue?
Money making, you can sell the balls back.
Golfers 10 feet doesn't make any difference. Anything else? No further comments. Clerk, please call the roll.
Berman,
Berman, yes.
Brown,
Brown, yes.
Ford,
Ford, yes.
Iqbal,
Iqbal, yes.
Kenyon,
Yes.
Winnicki,
Yes.
Fraz,
Braz,
yes.
Caius,
Floating golf balls, yes.
Martin,
Martin, yes.
carries.
Motion carries.
Thank you.
Environmental resources, do we have a report? Or any
Nothing
issues?
this month for environmental or water resources.
Okay. Mr. Berger?
Good morning, Chairman Martin. We have two items for you today. The first item involves reaffirming our commitment with the City of Elgin to participate in the HOME program. This provides federal funding to address affordable housing needs in our area. And at this time, we're recommending you approve this resolution that covers federal fiscal years 2023 through 2025, along with an automatic renewal provision that will ensure that we can continue to participate in the program beyond 2025. Be happy to answer any questions.
May we have a motion, please?
Caius move.
Caius moves, Mr. Ford seconds. Do we have questions or comments? These are great programs. I think it's good we support them. Hearing none. Clerk, please call the roll.
Berman,
Berman, yes.
Brown,
Yes.
Ford,
Ford, yes.
Iqbal,
Iqbal, yes.
Kenyon,
Yes.
Winnicki,
Yes.
Braz,
Fraz, yes.
Caius,
Caius, yes.
Martin.
Martin, yes. Motion carries. The next resolution, please, Mr. Berger.
Yes, we have largely a housekeeping resolution for you on the second item regarding adoption of a 2022 budget adjustment for the Emergency Rental Assistance Program, and also authorization to amend our agreement with the Illinois Housing Development Authority, which is assisting us in implementing this program. The amount you see of $285,503 represents the last remaining funds of this allocation, which we received from the U.S. Treasury under the Consolidated Appropriations Act of 2021. Be happy to answer any questions.
Thank you. Motion, please. Mr. Ford moves, Mr. Kenyon seconds. Do we have comments or questions? Accepting money is never a controversial point.
Boy, you ran this stuff through the span.
Well, some committees just take a lot of time.
All that experience paid off.
May we have a vote, please?
Berman,
Berman, yes.
Brown,
Brown, yes.
Ford,
Ford, yes.
Iqbal,
Iqbal, yes.
Kenyon,
Yes.
Winnicki,
Yes.
Braz,
Fraz, yes.
Caius,
Caius, yes.
Martin.
Yes.
Carried.
Resolution's approved. Thank you, Scott.
Thank you.
We have any new business anyone would like to bring forward? May I have a motion? There being none, may I have a motion to place reports on file?
Caius move.
Mr. Caius moves,
second.
Mr. Ford seconds. I don't have to turn my head if I can just do it this way. Comments or questions? Hearing none, clerk, please.
Kofi, new business?
Copy.
Was there somebody with a,
Copy.
Mr. Copey?
Kofi, new business? Am I recognized?
Isn't that what, wait, the 27th?
Hello? Hello?
Hello, Mr. Copey?
Yes, sir.
Did you
Am I
did you have a
recognized?
comment?
I do.
Okay,
Uh,
this is regarding the reports being on file.
Oh, why?
Regarding new business?
Okay, we'll go back to new business. Well, let's vote on the reports first because we have a motion and a second. And then Tom, I'll go back to your new business point.
Berman,
Berman, yes.
Brown,
Brown, yes.
Ford,
Ford, yes.
Iqbal,
Iqbal, yes.
Kenyon,
Yes.
Wolnicki,
Yes.
Braz,
Yes.
Caius,
Yes.
Martin.
Martin, yes. Reports are approved. Tom, your new business item.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Chairman. We have a concern up in the northern part of District 9 in regards to an illegal horse racing venue. And I just wanted to bring it to this committee's attention that that there has not been permits issued in regards to the horse racing event, and apparently there's gambling and bookies involved in the whole gambit. So I was just curious if we could put focus on that issue and bring some resolve to the concerns of the constituency up there. That's all I ask. Thank you.
Have you raised those considerations with the zoning enforcement office?
I believe that some of the constituency has been in contact with that, and this is a new development. It happened over the holiday weekend, so I'm a little bit caught off guard on this issue. So I will follow up on it, and it will be a concern for the committee. I'm assuming.
Well, it may never reach your, if it's raised with Mr. Van Kerkhoff in the enforcement division, that may be how it's handled. But Mr. Van Kerkhoff, do you have a comment?
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Copey. Yeah, staff is aware of it, and we're working with the King County Sheriff and the State's Attorney's Office to address the issues that raises.
Okay, good luck with that. I just wanted to do my diligence on behalf of the constituency. Thank you.
Thank you. I have no information leading us toward an executive session, so I will entertain a motion to adjourn. Mr. Kenyon moves. Ms. Winnicki seconds. All in favor of adjournment signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign.